everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while since I put up a bench video. Trying to get things done in the winter time is not so easy when you're working and you got a bunch of other stuff on the go. But today I just thought I'd do a quick video. I did put a video up about 7 days ago, some run footage that I had, so I'm trying to keep feeding the channel. But today we're just going to do a simple wheel change on the TF2. So I'm going to get rid of the stock tires that came with this edition. This is the Midnight Edition that I painted and changed all up, but we're going to get rid of these wheels and we're going to put on we've got the RC4WD drive Yota wheels, and to go with those I've got the hubs, the scale hubs. Here's the part number for that. I know this is a kind of boring video, but I wanted to get something up this week. So those are those, and we've got the tool here for those hubs, just to change up the scale look of the truck a little bit more. And let's see if that'll focus in. Why is that not focusing in? There we go. Taking its time focusing in on that. So there's the tool. But yeah, so here's the Yota. Here's the parts for the part number for the Yota tires. I've had these on the shelf for a little while. They've taken me a little while to get in, actually, and then they took a while for me to get to this. I've had them for a couple months, so we're going to get into them. So we'll take the tires off. I know this is kind of a boring video, but what do you do? I got to get some type of footage up. Oh my goodness, I really had those on there. Good. So we've got the Mickey Thompson's on here. Sorry, the Fun Country's on here. We put those on last summer. A little squishier tire, a little better than the stock foams that came with the RTR Midnight Edition. So we're going to change these out. So we'll just get these off and we'll get the truck out of the way. And I know you guys have seen changing tires a million times before, so I might not drag you through it all. This will probably be a pretty quick video, but just doing some additions to one of the TF2s. I still have a few other videos I really need to get done that I've been saying I wanted to get done, like shop video, and I have another box opening I want to do that's been sitting waiting to be opened since November. It's now friggin' February, actually March now, actually. Today is 3rd of March, I guess. So yeah, so I've got a few videos to get up for you, but like I said, I've been busy with work and I just don't have the extra time right now, but today I do have some time to get this done. I've got some FJ parts that I need to get put onto my FJ Cruiser also that I'll do a video on hopefully soon. I got a new bumper system, the rear fender flares, and I think that was it. I think so. And the bumper system I got for it has the rock sliders and everything along with it, and the rails that come down the side. So there's our tires. They're off. We'll get these bead locks out and we'll get started on these. I didn't put the camera above today. I've got it beside me, so hopefully this isn't too bad for you guys. I probably won't get a lot of views on this video because everyone has seen bead locks go together, but again, I wanted to get another video done up here. So, and I'll probably I might use these on the flatbed TF2 4-door that I have. They have the white stock rims on them, and I'm not a big fan of the white, so I might use these in there or see what I'll do with them. But I would like to maybe get a set of these Yotas for them. Took my hobby store like 3 months to get these in from RC4WD drive, so they do take a long time to get here. I don't know why, but they do. I know that their distributor was changing locations, warehousing locations, so that could have delayed part of it. But yeah, oh yeah, here we go. And of course they put all the screws in them, so I got to sit here and take all these screws out on the wheels and then on the other tires. So we'll get going on these. Spring is coming. I'm hoping to get some half decent weather soon. We got a snowfall this weekend here. Yesterday we had some snowfall, and it's like minus 20 Celsius right now, and minus 30 with the wind chill. So it's not very nice for the beginning of March. So we're a few weeks away from the official first day of spring, but 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think. But I'm hoping it breaks soon. We haven't really had a lot of snow and stuff this year, but we've had some pretty cold weather, and it just is hanging on. It doesn't want to go away. Keeps coming back. It melts, all gone here in southern Alberta, then it comes back, and we just had a good melt, and we had plus 11 last week for a couple days, and the snow's all back again. I was out shoveling this morning. So yeah, these Yota tires or rims are really nice. I know that they're much more scale. So there's one there. So there's your scale look to them. They're just much more scale. I like them a lot better compared to the old 6-spoke. So those are that. I think we'll just take them all apart here, and then we'll get into putting them together. So like I said, I'll probably, you know what I'll do is I'll get all these put together, and then or taken apart, and then I'll come back when I've got the tires and stuff off too. We'll get these done up. I don't want to waste you guys' too much time. I don't want to make this a long video, but we'll get that done and we'll come right back. I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, we're back. We got all the the other rims off, and kind of wiped down the inside of the tire just a little bit. There's a lot of dust and stuff in there, but these rims were in there really good. They stuck to those tires pretty good. They were hard to get out, so that's a good sign. So we're gonna now put in these, and we'll do these ones up. And I pulled out the electric drill here so it wouldn't take me so long. So we'll get these in, and these are a little bit of directional. Not a little bit, they are directional. I'll show you in a sec here when I get this ring in. Make sure we got it in there nice and centered. So if you look at the tire, they are a little bit directional with that right there, so you can flop them the other way. All right, so these are a little directional, and these should be facing to the front. These little pin nipples right here, they should be facing to the front. So you just got to make sure when you're putting them on that that's how you're going to get them in there. So basic, you guys have seen this a million times. We're going to see how these fit in to these wheels. So far so good. I do have some, I should have probably grabbed my bubbles to help me with this a little bit, but I just got to make sure she's in the bead there, but not too far where the bead is sticking out. And then we will get the front on. These should be pretty easy to line up, these ones. Well, maybe not. I might need my bubbles. So you just got to make sure you get those holes lined up. So I look to the rim to see, so there's one that's right in the middle of that gap, and we'll look for this one, which is right there. So you got to try and line those up, and then get your hub on the back. Make sure these are seated in there. Yeah, these might need bubbles. I might need my bubbles just to twist that around in there a little bit. I think we're pretty close there. And of course you get your hub, and that's going to go in the back. Oh yeah, they might be a bugger, these ones. I think we're close. So what I do is I get one started. I don't know how many people have seen these Yota. Well, they are called the Yota 6-lug stamped steel 1.55. So yeah, these are 1.55s, by the way. I probably should have said that. It's been a while since I did a video. Information not all getting there So what we want to do is get her lined up with the hole, and we are. So what I do is I get my hub in there and get it started on one at least. But you got to kind of pinch them together. But if you have the, oh, I was off camera, guys. I'm sorry. I got it beside me. I should have probably put it above me. But I just want to make sure we're lining up here. So the screw is going through. If you had a beadlock tool to pull those beadlocks together, it'd be a lot easier. But I don't have one of those. I should probably get one of those. Yeah, you see how I'm pinching in here? You have to make sure not to do that. So you gotta get your tire in there, in that bead. They're a little bit thin, these ones too. So we got to line that up again. Where is it? There it is. And again, I try to find that somewhat of a, yeah. Just hold on a sec. I got to get some bubbles. Which is right behind me here. I'm sure you can still hear me. I got my wireless mic on, so yeah, these are the bubbles I'm talking about, you know, that you blow bubbles through for your kids. They work great for doing these. So you just take a little bit, and I've taken the stick off of this piece. I've cut the stick off, and I just take my finger and I run a little bit of that in the bead. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. So I just run some in the bead. Close that up. Just helps you move this piece around a little bit better when you're trying to line it up and get it in. So see how it's way easier to move that in there. So you just gotta make sure to, these are a little bit harder to, because you only got the little tiny holes there. These are these holes here, right in this area. That's what I'm trying to line up on the back side of the rim. And that's where your holes are going to line up. So you got to try and see that in there. Line it up with that back one there, which would be this one. It's a lot easier with the bubbles in there, I'll tell you. You just make sure that it's sitting in that bead. You can see that it's sitting in there now. And you can, my holes are pretty lined up. I don't know if you guys can see that through there, maybe there, right there. Yeah, right there. You can see that the holes are lined up. Then you get your hub. Try to line up a hole with your hub. Just look right through it to see. I think I'm lined up. I just get one going before I use the, and we're in. So I get one in there like so. Then I can see that all my other ones are lined up. And we've got the rim in the bead, but not pushing down too much on the bead onto that inner ring. Okay, I think we're good. And now we can start rifling these in. And I probably won't do all of these, guys. So I'll get this one done. Yeah, we're all lined up. I'll get this one put together, and then I'll get them all done. And like I said, I don't want to make this a long video. We'll get it all done, and then we'll have a look at them on the truck, and we'll go over the hubs, the RC4 drive hubs, get them installed, and then we'll have a look. So bear with me. I'll be back in a flash. Okay, guys. We are back. Hopefully you guys are hearing me. I think I forgot to turn my mic on, but I just did. We got all the wheels on, so that's what they look like. So far, so good. I do like how they look. I got the back ones on the rig, so pretty simple job. I know you guys have seen this a million times. You just have to make sure that you do not, oh, I think I might have pinched. So you see the bead here, how I'm off. I have to fix this one. I better check this one too. You have to be really careful not to do that. with the bead. I think this one looks okay. But this one does not. You see how the bead's popping up here, right there? I'm not sitting correctly on the bead. So we gotta find my tool here. Fix that. Sorry about that. I should have checked that before I did all this. So I gotta take this one back apart. And then we'll get it back put on. So this video is going to be longer than I expected, but that's okay. Like I said, content is content. I've said it before many a times, and I'm not too worried about getting the views and stuff, as long as I'm putting content up and keeping the subscribers I have, which I'm now over the 1,000 mark. Thank you very much for all those new subscribers. I did pop over the 1,000 mark here just before, I think January. I popped in over the 1,000, so I appreciate that. So there, we've got to make sure that we see how that was just not sitting right. These are a real pain in the ass to line up, these ones, I find. So there's a little bit of juice still left in there, I think. They're slipping around pretty good. You just got to make sure you get it lined up right and you're not pushing out that bead. And I think we're good there. So what I do is I get a screw ready to go. I have to do all these by hand. They're really fine. I didn't use the drill to put these together, but we'll get these lined back up. They don't take too long once you get used to doing bead locks, the RC4WD drive ones for sure, and I'm used to them because that's all I use. So I'm trying to find a hole here, and I think I did. And we'll get one started. Yep, I'm in. And you just don't go all the way in. Just make sure that you're getting it set in there right. Like I had before, it was pushing out on it. Pardon me. I think we're pretty good now. Doesn't take too long. This will add a couple minutes to the video, but that's all right. I finally upgraded my computer, so it takes way less time for me to edit these videos, where it used to take hours for the damn thing to render after all my editing, and I export it into the video I want to put up. It used to take hours for a 15-20 minute video. Now it just takes minutes. Like within a half an hour, my videos are ready to come up. So quite happy about that. I finally bit the bullet and upgraded my computer. I'm cheap that way. I'd rather spend my money on my RCs, but hey, it is what it is. I had to do it. It was just taking too long, and that old computer, I couldn't edit very well because it was very choppy playback, and the video card was horrible on it. Because I'm not cheap when it comes to my electronics, but not when it comes to my RCs. All right, so we're back in business. We're all tightened back up. That looks way better. Yeah, much better. See how it's sitting in there, just perfect all the way around it now. So you just got to watch for that when you're putting these on. They're a little bit different than what I'm used to, but they're built the same really as all their other. So I just go back, make sure you tighten them all back down. I don't use thread lock in these. These screws like to snap off. I've had that issue before putting bead locks together where I've snapped the screw, and I've had a screw head missing because I snapped one. But there. So we're back in. We'll get the worn hubs out. Again, there's the part number. Part number ZS0720, and these are the worn scale manual locking hubs. And you will need this tool, which is the scale front locking hub installation tool right here. You need that tool. I got these hubs, brought them home, and never really looked in the packaging and realized, oh, they didn't provide the tool with it. I don't know why RC4WD drive does that. You get the hubs, but you don't have the tool to put it in. So it was a $10 piece for the tool, and I can't remember what I paid for the hubs, 30 bucks I think, here in Canada. And then, yeah, I didn't have the tool to install it. So we'll get one out here. We'll get the tool out. And we'll get them installed. I think it'll make a little bit better look on the vehicle. And to use this tool, you just need your regular box wrench, your 7mm. I believe it's still the same, 7mm, same as your wheel hubs or wheel nuts will be. Yep, 7mm. And it's got splines on it that go into little holes. I don't know if you guys can see them. Oh yeah, you guys can see that. Those are the splines that go into the hub. I'll show you that in a sec here. And we'll get these installed. And that'll be that for this upgrade, which to me is minor, but so you've got the little splines on the front of that. Hopefully you guys, this camera just doesn't want to focus today. It's my DJI Pocket. So you can see those holes there a little bit. And there is writing on these hubs, like very, very small. So you just get that tool lined up with your holes, hopefully. And it goes in like so, just like that. They don't line up very easily though. Not too impressed with that, but oh yeah, there we go. You just got to get them lined up just right. So we'll get them started, and it's two-piece, so you've got the barrel here, and this is the only piece that turns. So they are two-piece, see. So we'll get the tire on. Don't want to drop that hub. We'll get the old tire on there. Like so. We'll get this started. Like so. Oh yeah, I like the look of that already. It's a minor upgrade, but I do like the look. For the scale side of it, it works. It looks really good. So you get her in there, and you just crank her down. So that tool, this tool is going to have to go into my backpack in case I need to do something with my wheels out on the trail. So there's what it looks like installed. Very nice, very scale looking. Hopefully you guys can see that, how it looks popped out there a little bit. I do like the way that looks. That is very scale. I'll get the other one on here, and we'll button up this video. And again, sorry guys for the lack of videos in the shop. Like I said, I've been busy. We all have life, you know how that goes, work. I'm still an active service member, so I'm still on duty. Lots going on these days in the world, so I'm very busy at work. And I just come home and work out and stay in shape, and then I'm too tired to do anything. But spring is coming, and the crawling itch is back on. Yeah, these are bugger to line up and get in there. So you got to really push inward on them when you get them lined up, so you make sure you're getting a good bite. So you can tighten them down, and there we go. So both of them are on. So there we go. We've got the Yota rims on with the scale hubs, and I do think that makes a big difference compared to those tire rims there. Big difference for the look of the scale truck. It makes it look more scale. So anyways guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too long and too boring for you, but thanks again to all my new subscribers and those that are still hanging with me from the beginning, and those that are hanging out. I'm over 1,000, I think 1,018 now, so that's awesome. I haven't really thought of a giveaway lately. Like I said, I just haven't had much time for the channel. I'm trying to use some footage every week that I've got banked up from crawling this past summer. But anyways, thanks for everyone, and stay tuned for future videos. And you know, if you're new here, hit that thumbs up, share out my videos, and leave me a subscription. And it doesn't hurt you at all to hit that subscription button or that thumbs up. You know, it helps out channels. I subscribe to so many, I can't remember how many I subscribe to now, because it doesn't hurt me at all to hit that subscribe button and add it to my subscription list. I've got over 1,000, I think, now for sure. I just try to help out all the RC channels out there. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you at the next one.